Many people always ask me how I set up my arcade cabinets and control panels with the RGB lighting. And this is of course done with a program called LedBlinky, but many people seem to have problems setting it up and find it difficult and don't know where to start. So this is everything you need. In this video I'm going to guide you step by step, setting it up in a super easy way. This cannot fail. I will also show you some problems that you may encounter and how to solve them. But actually it's far simpler than you might think. So without further ado, let's show you how it works. So let's go to LedBlinky, the website, and let's go to LedBlinky or LedBlinky downloads even. And this is the newest version. At the time of recording, this is version 8.2.1. Let's click on that. There we are. Accept the agreement. Next. And we are going to install it on the computer. And it does not matter where you do it. Some people think it needs to be done on the C or on the main drive. But I just install it here under the arcade LedBlinky. But you can install it anywhere you like. Click next. I personally never use these plugins, so I leave them unchecked. Go to next. Next. Finish. And we're done. No, kidding. We need to do some configuration first. So let me show you what you just have downloaded. And let me show to you here. Where are we? D drive, arcade. And here's LedBlinky we just downloaded. Open it up. And this is the program folder. So let's start by opening up LedBlinky Config. Double click on it. And it gives you a warning or a prompt. And it says LedBlinky input map has not been created yet. I notice we didn't do that. And this is necessary if you're using the LEDs. LedBlinky program can also be used to use the servo sticks that Ultimarc makes. It can also be used to trigger the pixelcade marquee. You can do many interesting stuff with LedBlinky, but for now we are going to do the LED part. So it asks you, does your control panel have any LEDs? Well, yes, so click yes. Then it says, you may create your LED input map now or continue with the LedBlinky configuration. If you continue with the LedBlinky configuration, some audio animation options may not be available until after you create your input map. Do you wish to create your LED input map? Let's say yes. And now it asks you another question. It will give you two options, a wizard option and the original old school option to set up your LedBlinky input map. And I always go for the GLBIM app. This is the old-fashioned way. I never worked with the wizard. It might work as well, but just for this tutorial, just go this way. It might be easy to see what we are going to do. Let's do this. And now this screen turns on. Let me check. Let me close this. So this is the LedBlinky input map program, and this is very easy. On the top you can see the device we are using. I'm using the iPac Ultimate I/O board made by Ultimarc, but this could be two boards, or if you have a PAC-LED 64 board or any other board that's compatible with LedBlinky and you installed it, they will be right here. But in this cabinet there's only one board and it's the Ultimate I/O. So this is the board it's recognizing. Now here you can see all the ports, and these are all the LEDs. If you select one, in this case this is this LED right here, and you press down, you can see all the individual LEDs. So basically what we are going to do here is tell each light which button is associated with it, and also combine the three lights to one button. It will make more sense in a minute. So let's show you how this is done. So go to port number 1, go with your mouse to port label, and select the label here. This could be player 1 button 1, but in this case it's player 1 joystick 1, just like this, joystick 1. Then you choose LED type, and in this case we are using RGB, but if you are not using RGB but single LEDs, you can choose single here, but We go for RGB, and of course the color was red, so we choose red, just like this. Now you go to Quick Code, click with the mouse, and now press the button or move the joystick in this case. You only need to do up, down, left or right. This is it. And now it's saved here in port 1. Now for port 2 we can do the same, but it's easier to select it, right click, copy this port, it gives you a warning, okay. Then go to port 2, right click, paste as green. As easy as that. Do the same, paste as blue. And then we go to the next one. And the next one is player 1 button 1. So select player 1 button 1. It's a red button. Quick code. Press the button, it gives you a prompt. Do you wish to distinguish between left and right control key? For sure. Okay, and there it is. So right click on it, copy it, and paste it green, paste it blue. Don't forget to hit the save button so now and then. If the program crashes or your computer crashes, you lose your work, and this is quite some work to do. Let's go to the next one, which is player 1 button 2. And it's of course red. Quick mode or quick code, select it. Do you want to distinguish? Yes. And there we are, and this is red. And now we are going to do this for the entire panel, but we will speed this up a little bit. Next one, this is the nudge, and this is an interesting tip. If you go to port labels, you can find that there is no nudge. Nudge is the pushing, how do you say, of the pinball machine. This is the second button I usually use, and there is no nudge option here. So, what should you choose? Well, this is a nice trick. Just go to port label and press nudge or insert nudge, and this is nudge right, and it will save it. And this is a blue LED. Quick code. Let's press it up, and now it is you made a nudge right button. Right click, copy nudge port. Sure. Green and a red. Now press save. So as you can see here, the complete LED Blinky input map is done. Don't forget again to save it. And now if you go down or down with the joystick, all the LEDs will light up. And this is exactly what you want. We already saved it. Let's close it. And now we are here in the config tool. And this is the most important part, and it's super simple. So let me take you through it. First, let's select our front end that we're going to use. This can be Hyperspin or Launchbox or any front end you want. And as I'm using Big Box Launchbox here, we choose Launchbox. Just like this. This is the very first step. Let's press save. Now let's go to Mame, this tab, and this is a really important one. Select it. It's almost empty, except for the controls INI file, the colors INI, and the high score txt folder, which are all included if you download LED Blinky. So let's select this. Select where your Mame folder is. And in my case, it's at D, Arcade, Emulators. Let's go to Mame somewhere. Mame, and then it's in Mame. There's the Mame folder. Don't forget that in my case the Mame folder is inside another Mame folder. Don't forget that. And now here you can select your Mame.xml. Let's go to that location. And in my case it's also in the same folder. Launchbox, Arcade, Emulators. Let's go to Mame. And let's go to Mame. And then somewhere here is the Mame.xml file. Now let's say that for some reason you don't have a Mame.xml file. This is a common problem. So let's just rename this. So now the program cannot find it. So let me show you how to make one. Go to a File Explorer, go to a Launchbox, Arcade, go to Emulators, go to Mame, now go to Mame again, and here we will start the Mame program. It's the most easy way to do it. You can do it in command line or you can use a script, but I just open Mame.64, just like this. Now this is your Mame program. Just click on the Export Display List to File. Okay, great. Let's select that. And then you can choose different options. Export list in XML format, like list XML or exclude devices. I just go for the list XML format, just like this. This will take some time as it will take some calculated power, and it's saved in the UI settings folder. So go to previous menu, let's close it. And let's go to that UI folder. Here it is. And there's the Mame. Let's copy it. You can leave it in this folder if you like, but I will just put it in the Mame folder, just like this. And we call it Mame, just like this. So now we have a Mame.xml file. So let's go back to LedBlinky and select that. Where is it? Mame, in this case. Open it up. So this is your Mame.xml file. So there's also a controller file. This is an optional one. And in my case, it is also in the Mame folder. Let's go there. Arcade, Emulators, Mame. Mame. And this is here. It's not. It's the controller file, and usually this is the Xarcade config file. If you're using the HyperArcade systems drives, let's go for that. So done. Let's go to the other tab, which is called Launchbox, and let's select Light Launchbox Controls. You can select all options, but important is the Big Box Setting tab here. Select it, go to your Launchbox folder, which in my case is on the D drive, and then you go to Data, and there somewhere is Big Box Settings, right here. Open it up. Perfect. Save it again. And basically we are done. Let me show you around a little bit in this program what you can do. Here you can select game options. For instance, game start animation. When a game starts, it can make a beautiful animation with all the lights. Or front end starts. There's some front end start animation here, front end option. Front end startup, you just choose, well, anyone you want, but maybe random. Let's do curtain close. If you play test, you can see all the beautiful lights and you can see what is happening. Stop it. You can do a animation when the front end is active. I just normally go for, let me see, sweep. It's somewhere down there. Slow fade up, fade down. This is the one I used. Press test. Now you can see that all the lights are slowly turning on and off. This is a really nice one. So here you can play with all the settings. And remember that we did not download the paid version, the full version of LedBlinky. So with some options, I think gameplay animation for instance, it says this feature can be configured but will not activate in the LedBlinky trial version. And this is important to know because some features like the servo sticks and well, these special features and other features, they will not work if you do not have the paid version. And I will show you how to activate that as well, because there are some questions about that also. But play around here. Game start animation, just do a random animation. Okay. Maybe spoken control, yeah, speak on game start, game name or game controls. Then the voice will tell you what the buttons do. Anyway, you can play around with this. Press save. Later, if you want to set up pixelcade, or you want to set the ultra sticks that Ultimarc sells, or the servo sticks that I'm using right here, you can go to integrations and go to servo stick, for instance. And also, this is not available in the trial version, but I'll select it anyway. That's okay. Ultra stick, I don't have them here, but they're great. Here you can set up pixelcade. This is the hypermarquee or the marquee screen I'm using here, so it asks you to select a folder. So you can do all these settings here. You can even tell LedBlinky to start other features or programs when the program starts. It's a very cleverly designed app and very easy to work with also. So let's save everything here, just like this, and exit it out, just like this. So now the next step is to test what we have done, and let's go to Launchbox. And at this time nothing will happen because we need to enable LedBlinky in Launchbox. And you do this by going to the I think the menu or the tools. Let me see, menu, and then let me see, tools, and then you go to options, I believe here, right here, and then integrations, difficult English word for me. Here it is, integrations. And let's go to LedBlinky and just enable it right here. Pop. And now it asks you to fill in the path name to the LedBlinky program. And as you know, we made an install here at the arcade LedBlinky. Where are we? There. And then select the LedBlinky program, the application, select it, open it, and select OK. And we're done. It's already starting, and now you can see the trial version LedBlinky starting up. And now we can test if the individual games are working. So let's go to Mame, and let's select something. 1942. Yeah, and you can see that the first controller is lit up. 1943. This is also working. Arkanoid returns. So each game, Burger Time, this should only have one button lit up. Yeah, this is working, and the coin and the start buttons are working. So this is working all fine. So and now let me show you how to buy the paid version of LedBlinky, and this will unlock all features, and you will not have that annoying trial screen when it starts, and it's a much better version obviously. So let's go there and let me show you how this works. Let's go to LedBlinky. Here we go, and there's a big button purchase here. Let's select that, and you can select buy now. Pop. There you go to PayPal, just fill in your information, and you will get a file, I think within 24 hours or within a day or so. You'll get a file inside your, it's a custom file for you, a custom license for you. Let me show you. I have the other two files, the .dot file right here and the .dot file right here, the rec .dot file and something with your email address in it. These two files, you will need to copy them. Control-C. And now let's go to Launchbox, Arcade, LedBlinky, and paste them here. Up, there they are. And don't forget that you need internet connection for this to work. So now, if we close this down and we start Launchbox again, we have internet. So if everything works, we unlocked the full version of LedBlinky. Yeah, and I can also hear the servos turning on. And there is no annoying screen anymore, and all features are available now. So from this point on, you can just start playing with all the features and all the animations. And let me show you some quick tips here. This is a great program. It's a simple LED test. Just double click it and then select all LEDs. And now you can see if all LEDs are working. This is a great way of troubleshooting. If one of the lights is giving you trouble, first start simple LED program and just see if they are working. You can check the intensity here, or you can check individual LEDs if they are working, but this is a great tool for doing that. And then there is also a program which is called LedBlinky LedBlinky ControlsEditor. Double click on that, and in this program you can make customizations for each emulator. For instance, if you want a Super Nintendo with the correct colored buttons, or maybe the Nintendo Entertainment System with the 2 red buttons, you can do that here. And for now it only stated Mame, because this is the only thing we set up, and we can easily add another emulator. So let's click on New, type in the name of the emulator, Nintendo Entertainment System, right here. The emulator is not Mame, we just select OK. And there it is. And be careful that this name is important. It needs to be the name of the emulator, the correct name of the emulator. So let's select New and select Default. And default means that we are not doing each and every game individually, as each game is of course played with the same controller. So for all games we need 2 red buttons, a start, a select, and the joystick. So let's do that here. Let's see, let's go to player 1 and let's click on New, and then super easy, just like in generating the LedBlinky input map, just select quick code, select the thing you want to code or to set up, go to control, and this is player 1 joystick up, and this is okay. Give it a color. Let's say that this color will be maybe lime, or you can also pick a color here, like maybe light color. Let me see. Well, I kind of like this one. You can choose any color you want, of course. Let's click on OK. Let's click Save. And now joystick 1 has this lime kind of color. Let's click on New. And let's select button 1, which is of course button 1. Do quick code. And this is the button 1, and now select the color. And this time we want it to be red, of course. And don't mind that in this case the joystick is lit up. Actually we are programming this button, but I'm not sure. Maybe there's a bug in this program, or I'm not sure. But anyway, we are doing fine. We're doing great. So press OK. And now this one is blue, this one is red. Now we have the other button. And this is button 2, obviously. Button 2, player 1, button 2. Let's select the color red also. Great. And now we have a new button. And this is player 1 start, of course. We have start and select, I think. Start and coin, well, start, quick code, start, give it a color, let's do white, okay, and do select. I'm hoping that the select key is indeed the coin key. Well, we will see, white, and give this a button as well. And now we can do this for player 2 as well, but for now, to keep things short, I will only do player 1. Let's press OK. Let's save it, exit, and let's start Big Box or Launchbox and see if it works. We're in the Nintendo Entertainment System, and let me turn the sound down. So let's enter the emulator. And as you can see, it works perfectly. So all Nintendo games now have the blue joystick 1 and the 2 red buttons. And of course you can fully customize this. You can do this for player 2 as well, which is a lot of fun. And if you are buying a ready-to-go hard drive from Hyper Arcade Systems, for instance, let me show you, and I go to LedBlinky, where are we? Arcade, LED Blinky, there we are, and I go to this control editor, let me check, where was it? Controls editor, and double click. You can see that he did a great job of doing all the different emulators already for you. So here you can see that all the emulators are there, just like we did the Nintendo one. So he did a great job. And of course, this is also customizable. If you don't like something there is here, just customize it. It's super easy. For Hyperspin, if you are a Hyperspin user, it works a little bit differently. You start Hyper HQ, just like this. Then you go to Tools, LED Blinky enabled, and here the path to LedBlinky.exe. So this is really easy, and now Hyperspin will work with LED Blinky as well. And we are done. Everything is working perfectly, and as you can see, LED Blinky is pretty easy to work with. Just download it, follow this small video, and you are golden. You can always reach out to Arzu. I think his name is Arzu. He made the LED Blinky program. He's very nice guy, and he's great in troubleshooting if you get stuck somewhere. But I think this video might help out a lot of you. You can always reach out if you need building plans, or you want me to build an arcade for you, or you have questions. You can find me on Instagram at @TheDanielSpice_arcades. So thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!